in English because yeah, whenever I am like no, whenever I feel under the weather
Difficulties of mine.
in my surrounded also likewise like no, like obviously where we get those kind of.
We are meeting first time, so may I know about you?
Okay, my name is Rinki Chakravarti. I live in West Bengal. I'm a homemaker. I'm a mother of one kid as well as simultaneously I'm a part-time YouTuber.
Yeah, that's a great, ma'am. Okay, basically, I belong to Bihar state. I'm a teacher in private school, and nowadays I'm also running channel. And if I talk about my hobbies, so I love to interact with the peoples and visiting a different kinds of places. It's my hobbies. So yeah,
Okay,
it's all about me.
as you told me that you are a teacher, so which subject do you teach?
Yeah, basically, I teach English subject in private school.
English. Okay, so how long have you been in this profession?
Yeah, it's been 1 year I have done.
In teaching profession?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
hmm
Uh,
So, ma'am, may I ask you some question?
yeah, why not?
Okay. So nowadays, ma'am, how do you improve your communication skills at your home?
Okay, so for me that like no communication skill is very important these days, and some people I have noticed like no some people who are educated but their communication skills is not their communication skill is not good, so that's why they face so many challenges especially while cracking interview and that like so many things when anyone want to go abroad at that time also just they have face some kind they have so many difficulties just because of communication skills.
Hmm.
How we can like no enhance our communication skill, what we can do. So first of all is what is for me that what is a communication skill. For me in my perspective that communication skill is when we can elaborate our thought to someone without hesitations, without fumbling, when we explain everything in a conventional way. So for me, that is skill. Yeah, and there are lots of like no coaching center, lots of things so where um, we can join this class and we can improve our communication skill also. And some people basically who are like no financial condition is not good, so I can say that nowadays YouTube is a very good platform so they can learn from YouTube also.
Yeah, ma'am, you're right. So this way, have you been improving your skills, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah, that's a great. And how long have you been learning spoken English?
Yeah, I have been learning this language for 2 years.
Wow, 2 years, that's a great. And like, have you been teaching at your place any students these kinds of
No,
language?
no. Just I'm a homemaker and I have a son, so I teach him. So this way I'm improving.
Yeah, yeah. It is a really good way to teach your son, and as well as you can maintain your consistency. That's a
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. So I'm very curious by knowing your way of remember vocabulary. How have you been working over vocabulary part?
Okay, so not only you, but also so many people ask me this question that, ma'am, when it comes to learning English, the major problem we face that is vocabulary.
Hmm.
Okay. But I can say one thing that, like, no, vocabulary, it can our desirable. It's not essential. We
Mm-hmm.
can speak confidently, fluently, uh, with less vocabulary. After that, randomly we can speak with less vocabulary, and we know like no The काम, आना मतलब काम, जाना मतलब go, चलना मतलब walk, we know. But when after that, when we after that, like no, when we learn that no, nowadays I can say that I can communicate with anyone without hesitation and my vocabulary is good. So what's our next level? At that time now we are thinking to we are thinking to move to the next level. So at that time we are thinking no, we have to improve our vocabulary. So that's why the best method to learn vocabulary is we should learn one vocabulary in per day, not like no 10, 20, 30, because obviously we are human and after that we forget easily. So when we learn one vocabulary per day and try to drag this vocabulary in our conversation.
Yes, ma'am, you're right. We should be learn at the one vocabulary in a day. So
Yes.
it should be very easy to remember and we can be remind while conversation time with any persons.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. Yes, ma'am. So yeah, ma'am, you can ask me any question here. Do you want?
Okay, so tell me something like no, how, when have you started your journey?
Yeah, ma'am. It's been I think 4 months. I have 4 year and 5 months I have done
Okay.
before I started, and I started because I just wanted to maintain my consistency over my spoken English. That's why I started the journey. Okay, because I knew where I lived, there was no any kinds of environment where I indulged myself and maintained my consistency. There was no any people similarity of mine. Okay, so
That's
that
because we live in India and we have like no. Suppose if I talk about that, when in West Bengal, the people, every person speak English. Sorry, Bengali. So how
yeah.
expect that? Like no, when I speak with my neighbors, so they also are very fluent in this language. No, not like that. Even when we try to speak with them, they started laughing at us. So these things happen, but nowadays I can say that there are lots of opportunities. If
Yeah,
if anyone is really eager to learn this language, so they can learn it.
yeah.
Not
Laughing at someone, it's not a good behavior of for many people, right? As we should be encouraging them if we are having any person to be a go for any skills. So we should be motivating them, not in demotivating them, right? Laughing at them, right? Reducing their confidence, right?
yeah.
These are not a good behavior of educated persons, as I consider. So that's why. So, ma'am, tell me what is your hobbies and what is your desire of future? Say something.
Okay, so if I talk about my hobbies, so I have quite a few number of hobbies, but my prime hobby is listening to music, and these days also I can say that learning. At that time, I listen to music, and it floats my boat. So
Hmm.
yeah, no need to like no anyone's support at that time. So that's why I love to listening music. And if I talk, and what was your next question?
Yeah, your desire, ma'am. What is your plan of future?
Even I don't know what is my future plan. Just I am learning this language. I don't know. Just I'm focusing on my like no hard work.
Okay. Yeah,
Not
because.
regarding my
Mhm.
result. I'm not thinking regarding result.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I can understand. So, yeah, one day, ma'am, I have seen you with Anand Nandan sir. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
he's a tutor of any applications, yeah, application. So I have seen you with that persons as a conversations. So that was really a wonderful conversation. I had watched full videos of you, and yeah. So you have joined many classes even also, right?
Yes, yes. I
So
conducted there almost 20 session.
okay, and 20 sessions and what was the price, ma'am? Would you invested there in a
Yeah,
month?
people these days, whenever I make conversation with anyone, so they ask me this question that, ma'am, tell me something regarding this application. Yeah, so this application is a very good application, no doubt. If you are interested, you can join. Most of the time, like I can, as I told you, that this is a very good platform, no doubt. We can connect with co-learner, but while speaking, like no, we make lots of mistake. So sometimes, I suppose you, if I make any kind of mistake, you know that I'm making mistake, but you are not saying that, ma'am, here you are making mistake.
Yeah, you're right. Because I know now, if I'll tell them, your confidence level will be reduced
Yes,
by
yes.
knowing.
but but when I conduct session with a tutor, so they say that no, you instead of saying this word, you have to use this word. So they show, like no, they guide in proper way. So that's why this application is really good. And if you are interested, so you can join that application. Maybe it's up to you. There are lots of options are available, like for 1 month, 2 month, 3 months, 6 months. So if I talk about 1 month, then maybe you have to pay something, uh, approximately 3,000, not wait, to 2,900 something. Almost
Oh,
300, almost 3,000.
okay,
But
ma'am. And within 1 month, how many sessions I can attend?
within a what, in 1 month you will get 12 sessions
12. Okay, that's a great. With expert teacher,
with
according to my interest, I can fix anyone.
yes.
Wow,
And
that's a great. And is there any limitations of time?
actually
Yeah,
up to,
unlimited I can. Yeah.
sorry,
Is there limited time we will get there?
25 minutes.
25 minutes. Oh, that's a great. That's why, ma'am, you are becoming very expert and you are very confidently talking with
No,
every one of them.
no, not like that. I don't think so. But because I still I know that while speaking, I make lots of mistakes. So and I have to put more effort.
Yeah, it's okay. A little bit mistakes. It doesn't matter. But the way you talked with every person, every tutor, with a smile and very confident, it's a very tremendous, static. Yeah, really. Yes, ma'am.
So,
And okay, ma'am. So you can ask me anything
so
as you have.
school day off?
Yeah. Today, the rain was going on in my place, so I couldn't go there because I'm teaching in private school. So there's no requirement to attending every day classes.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
And but do you give tuition to children
Yeah, I take classes also, but at evening time.
evening time? That means your
Yeah.
schedules are very busy. You are occupied whole day.
Yeah, ma'am, you can consider like starts my timing 9 to 2 p.m. I was busy in my class in my schools. After that, I have attending session with the beginner, and then after again I take class of my student as a home tuitions. So yeah, full of time. You can consider I'm a busy person.
So that means you completed BA.
Not B.Ed. I've completed my graduation only, and after that, I thought I should be took class. I took admission in a private school as a teacher. So
Okay. And
yeah,
you got chance there.
yeah. Just having an experience of year.
Like no BA, that it is not mandatory that you have to, if you join any private school, In my area, like no, it's mandatory that if I'm not talking about like no small schools, elementary schools, just but in big schools, it's mandatory. You have to have degree, B.Ed degree.
Yeah, you are right. But I have been teaching in up to 5 class only.
Okay.
So there is no requirement of these kinds of things.
And they think they pay very less salary also.
Yeah, you are right. But I was so much passionate to indulge myself in education field. That's why.
But anyway, you can improve your this way. You are getting more time to enhance your fluency level.
Yeah, you are right. And being a indulged self in a education field is a really requirement to having respect equally from all of the citizens and
Yes.
learning something new. So
Yes.
that's why
Yeah.
I took decisions.
Yeah, it's true.
So, ma'am, I'm very curious. Nowadays, like, what kinds of strategy do you apply in your speaking field? Could you mention
Sorry.
what kinds of strategy do you apply in your speaking field to make better fluency?
Nowadays, no, I'm not getting. Actually, I'm not getting time. Because I have to devote my time for my son.
Hmm.
And just as you know that I joined the English Theory, so they are tutor guide, they are expert tutor, so they guide me
Hmm.
and I'm taking one session. So this way I'm improving. And now, but now I realize that I have to work on my vocabulary, so that's why I'm thinking to join any class, vocabulary class.
Okay, so do you read any storybook nowadays, ma'am?
Storybook, yeah, not storybook. Actually, I read one book, You Can Win, which is authored by Shiv Khera. Have
Yeah,
you book?
not, not I listen, but still, I'm first time I'm listening.
If you read, you will get so many benefits because that book is very interesting, and
Mm-hmm.
I so many like no story. So I
Okay,
read the story, and after that I try to explain it in my own way.
okay,
Yeah. And when I didn't upload this session also, when I conducted one session with Nandakumar sir, so that sir also give me some kind of tips that how like no the how we read books. How should we read books? Because no, because normally we read books like no in a simple way and we don't fix any timing, nothing. We don't do it. We just randomly we read books. But sir gave me lots of tips. And sir, and one day sir told me that Rimpi, do you have any book? And then yes, sir. So okay, then brought that book. So and he told me okay, start reading. And I started reading that book, one paragraph. So he made me read that book. He made me read that book like no more than 3 times.
okay,
Yeah, because normally we read and just we don't do anything. So he read me, and after that he underlined some words, and after that I explain it in Hindi.
okay. I mean, 3 time you have to repeat the
When I
same
upload
story.
it, when I will upload it, I'll mention you. I'll inform you. So you,
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, yeah. This is a really a good strategy to reminding to remember
yes,
vocabulary of that kinds of story,
yes,
and as well as you can easily understand the meaning of their sentence also, na. That's why.
yes.
That's a great, really, ma'am. And yeah, of course, in nowadays, as a beginner, should be do these kinds of things to learn vocabulary. Okay. So, ma'am, like nowadays, I think you been attending session over Yari applications or the.
Oh, my subscribe. Maybe I renew plan for 8 sessions. Okay, when that sessions are completed, so
Okay,
just 2 days ago completed. I will take subscription. I will renew plan again. 3 or 4 months later, but not now.
okay. Yeah, yeah, of course. I understand. By connecting with the expert persons, we are going to get to know like how level of us, right?
Yeah.
There
Yes,
in
I will.
speaking.
But apart from this, we have to devote. I have to devote our time. Just I'm like spending my money over there, and I'm taking one session with them. The tutor are also very good, no doubt, and they give me so many tips. So I have to work on the tips. Otherwise, like no, those tips are. I can say that those tips will not help me to enhance my fluency level.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
There's a no, I have to now. I will take a small break for 2 2 3 minutes after that.
Yeah, yeah, you're right, ma'am. Because ultimately you have to just practice with the beginner students, right? And by the having the tips and idea, you can get through the free video also, free content. They're
Yeah,
available on YouTube and many places. There you get to know. Yeah, because nowadays I by considering like this is no meant to be taking subscription from any application by connecting with the peoples and having the idea of expert and just following and doing all these things according to their ideas, it would be really worked. Because ultimately we have to just listen and practicing with the beginner, right?
yeah.
So that's why I'm not going to take any subscription nowadays.
Yes, yes, yes. Like see, no, I conducted one session with one co-learner. Her name is Nutan something. I forget. Do you know her or not?
Dipali,
Not Dipali. Nutan Deep something. Nutan Deep.
I
Okay.
don't know. Hmm.
Yeah. So when I conducted a session with her, she didn't join any class. Okay, just she learned this language by herself, but she speaks really well. She speaks better than me,
Of
and
course.
her vocabulary it's really good. So I don't know, because she is really passionate to learn this language, and the way she use like well, she uses lots of vocabulary, advanced
Yeah,
words.
yeah. Of
Yeah.
course.
So it doesn't mean only those people can speak English who join those kind of application. No, not like that.
Yeah, of course, ma'am. I also consider like there's no requirement of indulging self any paid subscriptions by having the guidance of any teachers. We can do by self because
Yeah.
we have a proper facilities, ideas, and there are million of idea we can get over the channels, right? And
Yes.
the requirement is that only to applying that kinds of idea to enhancing our experience only and getting better level, right?
Yes.
You know, so that's why.
Yes. Yes. It's true. And I think that you speak really well. So the way you are focusing this, which method you are applying, it's really good, and you are getting times. You spending time in schools. You are giving tuition to children, so you can communicate with them.
Yeah, ma'am, but it's a
You have lots of responsibility, so you focus in like no in everything. So, like if it was a vocabulary and then the pronunciation, so many things you are focusing on. You are focusing
yeah,
on many things.
you're right, ma'am. But it's not a quite easy to just expressing your experience around the smaller kids who are unable to having the meaning of you in proper way,
Yes,
right? Because
yes, yes,
still they have a time to just consuming the datas, and so many things are there to learn out before interacting with you, right? So I'm just attending the session with the new people and having interactions with them in various kinds of topic. So that will be remarkable for me to having the better fluency in my speaking.
one
Otherwise,
thing.
I can't.
one thing like no, you only teach like no from nursery to class 5, but you can speak in that school where you are working. In that school there are lots of teacher, there are lots of teacher, so you can communicate with them.
There is no any teacher available able to communicate with me this way. They are only
What
teacher of subject.
they
No
just
one
teach,
speaks.
they teach and their duty is finished.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it
You're
happens,
right.
it happens with everyone.
Everyone
Yes,
just has a taken as a subject of this language.
yes, yes. Yeah, no, and sometimes also when we teach children this in school, and after finishing our after finishing our class, so we feel tired, we feel tired, we feel exhausted, so that why we are nowadays, why we are interested to talk with any teacher.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. By talking with self, become internally so much exhausted, tired,
Yes,
right? And having irritation at self. What I'm doing for longer. Right.
yeah,
Why don't we talk to the people face to face by having the better gesture and posture in well manner, right? So is that a requirement for having interaction this way for having the better command over also? And we are becoming the habitual of the similar situation multiple times, so it's a becoming a habit of us, right?
yeah.
It's going to be easier then.
Okay.
So that's
So
why.
but when we like no, when you speak with your which language do you use when you speak with your principal?
Often I use native language of mine,
Native language.
Hindi.
Yeah, there's the problem. Like, in everywhere, in our side also, all children, even principals, teachers, all speak their native language.
Yeah, you can consider I'm a compiled by the situations. I'm not having relatively of any person indulging in that kinds of fields because all the people have been maintaining the balance of their life through their native language. They have no requirement of learning this language, right? And that is the biggest reason behind it to not encouraging themselves to learn this language.
Yeah.
But I'm a passionate person, that's why I involve myself in this field.
Yes, yes. Yes. Even like no, when I never 2 years ago, 2 year ago, I never thought that I would speak English with anyone fluently and confidently. Since my childhood, I have had a, I can say that I have had a passion for this language since my childhood, but
Hmm.
I didn't get environment. And although I used to speak with my sister, but at that time also, just I used to speak with them in broken English.
Yeah, I can
But
understand.
like no, after pandemic, I realized no. Anyhow, I would have to learn this language.
Yeah, you're right, ma'am. So, ma'am, have you been done all the criteria which is a requirement to becoming as a partner of YouTube?
Are you talking the grammar part?
No, 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 no. I'm talking about have you been completed all the criteria to become as a partner of YouTube channel?
Oh, oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, that's a great. Really.
Yeah, yes, yes. My channel is monetized. So,
Okay.
how is the channel going on?
Yeah, ma'am. The problem is that I'm having very less view. It is the biggest problem behind it, and it's started. I think within only it's 4 years, even 5 months before. So how what I expect from it, right? It would taken a longer time to having yeah even reaching at the better levels, right? So I'm a very passionate person, passionate and patience also. I love to wait to the right time. When comes out, all things will be settled, right?
I watched your one video with one girl or
Mhm.
lady. I watch on that like no on her channel. I forget his her channel name, but
Mm-hmm.
I watched your video with her.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have talked with many one of them, many persons,
Okay.
100 plus person I have talked.
So, what kind of like no video do you upload?
Just like that, as a
This kind
maintaining
of
conversation with the peoples with the new idea, stealing various kinds of idea of the learner, yeah, expert person, and deliver these kinds of idea to the learner so they can utilize their time to learning something else and improving self at home. This way.
okay, just what just uploading only one session. This session.
Yeah. And some of time I just generated my own idea. Just create out some my own
You
content.
do you not upload shorts video?
No,